Good evening and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're all well. I hope you're getting ready for the weekend. Let's say hello to those in the chat. Good evening, Mystical Unicorn Painting. Hello, Lorna. And hello, Super Sarah. How are you all? Hope you're well. So then we have a bit of a preview of a game, because this game is launching on the 29th of September, so tail end of next week. What game is it? We are going to be playing a game of Village Rails from Osprey Games. I've already had several games of this. I think this game is fantastic, and that being the case, it has won the channel's Seal of Approval award. So I look forward to now sharing this game with you, and hopefully you agree. Sarah, are you ready in the chat? Shall we bring you on in? Yes, all right, here we go. Good evening, Sarah.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Good. I lied. I need 2 seconds.
You lied! You lied!
I lied.
Not to worry, not to worry. So yes, this game comes out next week on the 29th. You can pre-order it from the Osprey Games website. I'm sure, of course, your local tabletop gaming stores will have copies when it launches. You just can't get the staff, says Lorna. This is so true. So true. We've got to wait and see if she's actually watched the video to learn. So we will see. Good evening, Roger. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're well. Gasp, says Mystical Unicorn. How dare you, Sarah? Indeed, indeed. Oh, honestly, you know, we've only been doing this show for 5 years. You think people will be able to keep a schedule? Get themselves prepared, ready, but no. So,
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. Are you ready? Are you settled?
Yeah, I was doing something that's gonna shock and amaze everyone, and so my water cup was somewhere different. I was finishing painting up a model.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
For the first time in months.
Yes. Okay, well that will be something we can talk about later on a painting stream when we have those happening again, which is going to be happening soon for sure. But I'm sure we'll see about it before that. Of course, exclamation Discord when you're ready to put your pictures in on there. We'll look forward to taking a look at it there. But let's jump to the table and let's check out Village Rails.
What's not watching How to Play Roger? However, Instagram seems to be crashing today, but I did get in long enough to see that everyone thinks that you're going to win this.
Hopefully so, hopefully so. The community is behind Roger for sure, so keep on voting, guys. Those who are on Discord who've seen in the general chat, then yes, go and support Roger with a vote.
No, that too, but no, on your Instagram page, Monkey.
Oh,
for the game.
Oh, for the game.
You had a poll if people thought you were going to win or if I was going to win. And Instagram keeps crashing, but I saw for a brief moment that like over 60% of people have voted for you.
I think, well, I looked at just before we started the show and it was 50-50.
Oh.
So it's gone. It's evenly matched. So that's better than usual for me. Let's be honest. Okay,
I voted for you.
I voted for you as well.
Damn it, we're so nice.
We are, aren't we? Oh, hang on a second.
All right, so how are we playing trains?
We're playing trains, but hang on a second. I've just realised I've left something. Oh, where's my cursor? There it is. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Village Rails from Osprey Games. First of all, it comes in a super sceney size box, which is brilliant. I'm going away next week, and I will be taking this game with me because it's perfect just to put in a rucksack. So that's a plus already. Have you familiarised yourself with the game a little bit, or do you have some general idea of how it plays?
I could lie to you and say yes.
Okay, we'll take it for any other option in that case. Right.
I
So
maybe
basically,
missed that I could have watched. I'm so sorry.
that's okay. It's not a problem. So basically, we're going to be playing exactly 12 rounds. That's it. Okay. So you've got a ticking clock already starting. In your turn, you are able to, or you must draw up a track card and place it in what we're going to build is a tableau. And I'm going to explain some of the reasons behind why you might place cards in certain ways, but ultimately this tableau is going to fill up as a grid of 3 by 4. That will be our 12 rounds, and that will be the end of the game.
Okay.
We each start, and I need to do this, we each start with 5 British pounds, because this game is set in the beautiful, idyllic British countryside, as we are enjoying rides on steam trains. What couldn't be nicer, hey? So there are various ways to score points. But what's important is that you're scoring points to basically try and win, but you're also trying to generate pounds so that you're able to purchase cards and do things. So there's a little bit of a balance between two aspects here, that you need to get money to be able to get the cards you want to score the points that you're after. There are various scoring mechanics within the game, and you can focus in on all of them or one or two. It depends what cards are available, which ones you draw up, which you sort of want to pursue. So we're going to put a little bit of an example out in your tableau so that you get an idea of how things go. So first of all, we do have the track cards. Now, in your turn, you must take a track card. The first track card, so the furthest on at the right, is free of charge. There is no cost. But if you wanted to go for the second card, you would have to put £1 on the card before it. If
you want to pick the card, we have to put £1 on it?
You put £1 on the card after it. Right? So this first card here is free of charge. If you want to go for the next card, you put £1 on the card after it. If you want to go for this third card, you put £1 on the card after it and the card after that. And so on and so forth. So this 7th card, in effect, you're going to be putting down £6, £1 on each of the cards. So all of the cards are available to you so long as you have the money to basically put down on the cards previous to the one that you want to take. All right. There are different regions of cards that you can pick up, and we'll just identify a few here. This dark green is woodland. A light green is a pasture. A yellow is a field. A blue is a lake. And we haven't got one out at the moment, but it is an orangey pinky colour, and that is a village. And those are the 5 region types.
Okay, so can you just repeat those again so I can write them down?
Okay. Thing is, we have a handy little card that comes with the game. Let's bring this over. How's that going to focus in?
Ooh, so we have field, forest, lake, fuzzy, pasture, and then village.
That's correct.
Village is what, like purpley pink?
It's pinky orange.
Pasture's brown. Lake is blue. Forest is green. And field is yellow. Okay.
Hang on 1 second.
there a reason the little trackers look like cassette tapes, or is that just the style? I didn't know if that was on purpose or not, because that's kind of cute.
I think that is just the style. Let me just make sure that that's working a bit better. There we go, nice and clear. Excellent. Okay. Yes, it is just the style.
Oh, wow, okay.
All right. But yes, they do look like cassette tapes. Okay, so you've got 5 different regions. When you take up a track, and I'm just going to take some from the deck here to make it easier, and in fact, there we go, I have some villages. You are able to place your card on any of these starting points around your tableau. It's got to be touching one of the sides initially. Once you have a card down, you can place another card next to it on either side. Or you could start again from another side if you want to do so. And let's just get some...
touching, you can't just have it floating.
No, exactly. And you cannot have it as a diagonal placement, and nor can you place it vertically, but you can flip the card 180 degrees. Okay, so the icons do not necessarily have to be what we perceive as face up. They can be inverted. Let me quickly try and make some examples here. Some different kinds of tracks. Let's have that going in there. There we go. Let's do that. That's a nice track. Okay. So what you're doing is you're building up your track ultimately so that when the track disappears off your tableau, as this one does, so it's starting here at the left, it's working its way along, and it comes out to the right here. This means it has ended. In exactly the same way that this one has ended instantly as soon as that card was placed. It is a very small track coming to the end. If a track comes down to the bottom, then that is the end as well. All right. Once a track is finished, we then score it. And there are various symbols, and I'm going to try and find another one. Let's just put that one in there. Various symbols that basically generate you score. You know what? I'm actually just filling your whole tableau up just so that I can give you these different...
So good at this game.
Yeah, you're well ahead here. But there we go. We've actually got an example of everything happening here now. So let's work
So what
through...
happens if they connect?
They cannot. The way the game's designed is that none of the tracks will connect. They are all
so, like,
going
I'd have
to be
put, like,
individual.
a crisscross layer.
It doesn't matter. Whatever track goes down, it's never going to connect.
Oh, okay.
All right, so don't worry about the connecting. All you need to worry about is the type of region and the type of scoring icon that is on that track. That's the only thing you need to be worried about. So the actual design of the track is not that important. All right?
The region and the symbol.
Region and symbol. So let's take a look at some of these symbols. What we'll do is we'll just jump to this camera so that you can see these are the different types of symbols that are on your cards that will score. So the first one is the hot dog. It's not really, but it looks like a hot dog, doesn't it? You will score the points indicated on the icon. So when you finish a line, if you have any hot dogs on that line, you will score those points. The next one is a barn, and you're going to score 1 point per indicated terrain type. All right, let's jump to the track and let's explain that. So first of all, there's the hot dog, and you can see that on this particular line that was finishing, that would score you 4 points. And hey, there's another hot dog here, and there's another one here. Maybe if you could link those two up, that would be 8 points of hot dogs, wouldn't it, once that line finishes? But anyway, let's move on. So the barn, we have a barn just here. And this barn has the woodland symbol within it. So on that particular line, you're looking for how many woodland regions are on that line. Well, the actual card itself is a woodland, so that's 1. Previously, you have a village. Following, you have a pasture. And what's also important is there are regions actually on the frame of your tableau, and they are included as well. So
for that one, if the barns have different regions inside of them, you may need to tell me what they are, because I definitely cannot see.
I will, absolutely, yes, I will.
Okay.
So, for example, so up at the top of your tableau, you are starting closest to the A. You have a field. Then you have a farm. I'll explain that in a second. A pasture. And then down the left-hand side, you have a lake. You have a siding, and I'll explain that in a second. You have a woodland, and you have a village. So those count to that particular scoring icon. So this woodland, if this card was actually on this one here, so in fact, if we swap those around, because we can invert it. So again, how you place your cards is just as important. So here we go. Scoring that barn now with the woodland. The card itself is a woodland, and the starting part of the track on the tableau is a woodland. That would score you 2 points. And this is the same for all of the regions within the game. Okay. Again, I will tell you what each of your barn, the icon it is, so that you're able then to determine what are the best cards that you want to link together. So I did mention the farm, and we might as well carry on here, because in fact,
the little tractor.
The little tractor, and alongside the little tractor is a symbol that basically shows all 5 colours of the regions. And what the farm is looking for is on that line, how many different regions have been played down. So let's take a look. So this first tractor here, let's take a look and see how many. Well, we have the starting region, which is a lake. Then we have a village. Then we have a woodland. We have another
3.
woodland. Then we have another village. But then we have a field.
So 4.
So 4 in total. Okay. Now, following along our track, and what we do is we always score from left to right, following the track along. We have another farm. And that farm will score in exactly the same fashion. So we already know is 4. So now we've got 8 points from these 2 farms. And then we have the hot dog. So in fact, this line has actually scored us 12 points.
Nice.
That's not bad at all, is it? All right. So that's farms. So farms are looking for how many different types of region are on the line.
Can I see the little card again before we move on? Because I'm making a little symbols list.
Oh, a symbols list? You want to go back to the fields and forests?
Yeah, this thing. No, not that. The other side that we were showing. The
Right.
scoring side.
Okay, so the next scoring icon is a signal. Okay, how many signals do you have on your line? Signals are orange. Basically, if you have 1 signal on the line, it's worth nothing. If you have 2, it's 8 points. If you have 3, it's 16 points. If you have 4, it's 24 points. Okay, let's just jump then to the tableau, because we actually do have a signal on this line just here.
Got them all written down now, so.
Okay, so that is the orange icon. We don't have any more, but maybe if we can get another one on this line, well, then we're on to 8 points. If we can get one more, we're up to 16. We're doing good. All right, so that's signals. Signals, we want as many on the line as we can get. The final icon is the siding, and the siding is the purple diamond icon. We have one just here. And basically, the sidings get scored at the end of the game. Everything else gets scored as soon as the line finishes, but sidings are at the end. And what we're looking for is sidings on individual lines. So each siding potentially will multiply. If you have 2 sidings on one line, it only counts as 1. So you're trying to split them up. The important point is that on the side of your tableau, you have a siding already. So in other words, that line, you do not want to put down any sidings cards because you already have one.
We only want 1 siding per track.
Per track, exactly. So at this moment
wait,
in time...
on that card, you get more, I thought. According to the cards, wait, what was the scoring?
No,
I didn't write down the scoring on it.
That was the signals. The signals, you get more per signal on the line, but sidings are 1 per line. So let's just go to the score then. So end of game, if you have 1 line with 1 siding, you get 1 point. If you've got 2 lines, you get 4 points. If you get 3, you've got 9. 4 is 16.
But if we have multiple lines on 1 track is not good.
Exactly, yes. It's got to be a siding per track. So it's lines with sidings. It's the number of lines. So if you get 7, it's 49 points. All right. So those are all the different ways you can score off the actual cards themselves. But it doesn't stop there. So we explained about purchasing the actual tracks. Above the tracks, and it's an optional purchase, so long as you can afford it, are trip cards. These are what the consumers who are travelling on your railway line want to experience. They cost, the first card costs £3. The second card costs £3 plus £1 goes on the previous card. The third card costs £3 plus £1 on the second card and £1 on the first card. And understandably...
So that one you have to put £1 on things before the one you pick.
It's always after. It's always after. It's exactly the same process, except there's no free card. You have to spend £3 to basically get the first card. All right. Now, what these do is when you purchase one, you can place it at the start of your actual line, your track. When you finish the line, you are looking at this criteria, you score that as well. So here we go. This particular card says every terrain on the line is the same type. You will score 6 points. Well, here we go. I've got a pasture and I've got a wood, so I failed that particular challenge. So I do not get those 6 points. If I had a pasture card... Oh, there we go. Let's just do it. There we go. So both of them are pastures. Then I score an additional 6 points. How about this card? This one could go just here. Score one of your hot dogs on the line again. So you had a hot dog worth 4 points. You'll get your 4 points. You score it again. It's an additional 4 points. You can have up to 2 of these scoring trip cards per line. So purchasing these might alter how you are thinking about the actual lines that you're setting up, or maybe you'll set up your lines and you will pick certain cards to go on in. Once a line has finished, you cannot place a trip card on it. And I'll explain why. Because we're going to start the game each with 3 Terminus cards. Let's just do those. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at yours and let's see maybe how these might help.
And I keep these the whole game?
You're going to play them every time. One of these cards is going to be played when you finish a line. And then you'll draw up a new one. Now, some of these...
I get to pick which one gets played?
Yes. Oh, yes. So you want to make a note of these 3 initially. So this is how, using the Terminus cards, is how you actually make money. And remember, money is what's going to allow you to have more selection over what track cards you want, and being able to purchase the trip cards that potentially can give you lots of points. So, this particular Terminus card, the number of water regions on the line. So, you could choose playing this one for this particular water region just here. You would have 1 water region on the line, and that would be worth £4. If you had 3 or more, it'd be worth £10. So again, these are criteria that if you can match them, you're going to get lots of money. This one here is asking for the number of barns on the line. Again, 3 or more gives you £8. And your final one, the number of different terrain types on the line. So it's a similar condition to the farm. So if you have 5, you get £10.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you may have a Terminus card that does not, you finish the line, but the criteria does not match at all. And basically, you still have to play the Terminus line card, but you just get £3. £3 is just the basic amount of money you'll get. And what will happen is we'll place the card like so, and that basically indicates that that line now has been completed. And that is basically the game. Do you have any questions?
So we just play those whenever we finish a line and we can pick which one we want to use?
Yes. And every time you use one, you will receive a new one. So you'll always have 3 to choose from. Ultimately, you are trying to use a card that best suits the line that you've finished, but ultimately, if it doesn't match, don't worry about it too much. You're just going to get the basic amount of money, which is £3. I'm going to take a look at which ones I have just down here.
And we started off with how much money?
You start off with £5. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring these down, because the one thing I haven't mentioned, these travel trip cards, you can put 2 on any line. 2 is the maximum. Alright, so we need a little bit of space above there. So you effectively can score for different criteria on that finished line, depending how you've done. Obviously, all the cards I will explain exactly what they are as we draw them out. So, shall I go through? We'll start with the 3 card and work our way along. You've got a wood with a woodland barn. You've got a field which has a siding and a signal. You have a lake with a farm. You have a field with a 5-point hot dog. You have a wood with a farm and a 2-point hot dog. You have a pasture with a pasture barn and a siding. And you have a wood with a siding. This first one is free. As for the trip cards, first one is only straight tracks on the line will score you 6 points. The next one, which effectively costs you 4, so I'll just work it up that way. At least 3 of the same non-signal feature on the line. So a non-signal feature is the sidings, or the barns, or the hot dogs, or the farms. It's basically just not the signal. 2 points per completed line, excluding this one. That's the type of card you want to do near the end of the game. And then score 1 of your hot dogs on the line again. Mystical saying Sarah is going to lose this game. Oh, I don't know, Mystical. You know, there's some games that we explain where it might seem a little bit complicated and she just has a knack of winning.
I think it's because she knows my face is melting while we're trying to play. Because there's a puppy wrapped up in a blanket like a baby in my lap.
Oh, well, there we go then.
I mean, it's 60 pounds, so only half of it is in my lap, but still.
So then.
My husband just walked in and saw it and laughed. So, am I going first? I do like trains, Roger. Trains are cool.
So you're going first. What are you going to do?
I'm going to take that 5-point hot dog.
You got £5.
Oh, no, but if I take the 5-point hot dog, then I have to put down 3 pounds on all the cards after it.
Oh, this one over here? Or this 5 one? Right, okay. So if you want to take the 5 pound hot dog, then it costs you 1 on this, 1 on this, 1 on this. So yes, it would cost you £3 in effect.
Yeah, and I only have...
And you've got 5 to start with. And you're only going to get money when you finish a line. Right? Or you will get money because somebody will have put money down on previous cards and you take the free cards and get the extra money.
You said take the... I'm sorry, repeat the taking the free card and getting it... What?
Right, this card here... So, for example, if you wanted to take this one with the 5 on, you're going to have to put down £1 on each of the previous cards.
On each of them, right.
Okay, you'll take that card. A new card, these will move along and a new card will come out. It's then my turn. I can take this card for free and I will gain the £1 that you've put on it. Right, I'm now up to £6. Yeah, and that's how. Now what's going to happen is, say for example, let's just say that I decided I want to take this card. I would put £1 on each of these and take this. I'm still getting £1, but now these cards have got £2 on. And again, we move the cards further down. So cards that we skip will start to accrue money.
And so that barn wants forests.
It does. Yes, the very first one wants a forest.
Then I'll take that and I'll connect it to my forest line.
Okay, so that's going to go there, and you're connecting that to your forest. So the cards all move down. This is obviously going to get all messy. We have now a new forest card that has a forest barn and a signal. Now, before we move on to my go, you have your money still. Do you want to purchase any of the trip cards? Because the trip card purchase is optional.
I don't want a trip card right now.
Fair enough, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the free card as well. And I'm taking the field, which has a siding, and it also has a signal. And we'll just move these along, like so. We get a new card. The new card is another field that has a barn with a field icon and a tractor, a farm. Do I want to purchase? I do not want to purchase, so it's over to you.
This is going to be an expensive card, so I don't know if I want that. I don't have enough money for these decisions. Okay. I'll take the woods at the end, so I only have to put down 2 coins, and I'm going to connect it to this the line that I've been building.
Okay. So now, where do you want it? Do you want it?
To the one that I'm building?
Yes, yeah. Of course. Yes. So that's going to get you. There's a hot dog now on your line, but the line that is going vertically is a farm, which conveniently might link up with the other farm. Who knows? So remember, farms, as many different types of region want to be on that particular line. All right. We move these along. We get a new one. It's a village. So, what do we have? I have a lake. Or I have the $5 hot dog. I have other options, but let's take the hot dog. We'll place it just there. I'll have my little coin. We'll just move everything along. And it is a forest with a signal.
I'm going to take the lake.
You're taking the lake? All right.
And I'm going to put it above my last card.
So above this one, just there. All right, very good. It has obviously a tractor on the underneath track. We move things along. See, it's pretty fast, this game. So, what do we have? I've got a pasture that's looking for... Ooh. We could do that, couldn't we? Right, I'm going to take the pasture. I'm going to place it upside down. And just put it just in there. And move everything across. Again, a new card, which is a village that has a hot dog for 4 points.
And I have 4 left.
You have £4 left, yes.
The second one from the end, what is in that little barn symbol?
It's woodland.
Then I'll take that card.
I thought you might. So we put 1 coin on the previous one. And... oh, come on, pick it up. Now, let's put that there.
You're saying previous, but that's the card after that one.
Sorry?
You keep saying putting it on the previous card, but I would assume that the one on the right is the one after that card.
Yeah, it is. It's after, but it is... Yeah, you are right. I'm using the wrong word completely, aren't I? It's because I'm thinking, that's 1, that's 2. So 1, it was the previous card, wasn't it? But it's actually... but yeah. Yes. Now, you've now finished a line. Okay? You might want to do something before you finish your turn and we score it, because you can do this either before or after, once you place a card down. Is there something you might want to do?
I mean, I have the barns on a line.
You do have the barns on the line. Yeah, it's going to get you lots of points. Shall I help you here? You could buy this trip card. Only straight track on the line, 6 points.
Oh.
You've got
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Perfectly straight line there. Now, it's going to cost you £3, so you're going to have no money, but...
But I have to wait till my next turn, right?
No, it happens right now.
Okay.
So remember, buying the trip card is optional, but as soon as you finish the line, right, we will go through scoring. So we can get that now, spend the £3, take the card, and we're going to place that just there. These move along. We get a new trip card out, which is every terrain on the line is a different type, which is worth 6 points. All right, so we now go through scoring for you. And how do we do it? So we're going to look at the barn. We work ourselves from left to right. So this barn is looking for forests. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the little dial here, 4 points. Moving along.
A handy little tracker.
We got a little a hot dog, 2 points. You're up to 6. We've then got another barn looking for forests. So that's another 4 points. So you're up to 10. Okay. And then we got to the end there. Only straight lines on the track is another 6 points. So you're up to 16 points finishing that line. That now goes. And you now have your 3 Terminus cards. You have one which is the number of lakes. Well, you have no lakes on this particular line. You got one which is the number of different types of terrain. Well, it's all the same terrain. And you have one, the number of barns on the line.
Yeah, I guess I would use that one.
It'd be the barns, wouldn't it? Absolutely. So you've got 2 barns, it's £6. So that now finishes that line, and you get £6. 2, 4, 6.
And now I get a new one of those cards.
And you get a new one of the Terminus cards, which is the number of trip cards assigned to a line. So you know how I explained at the beginning of the game that you can have up to 2? So if you have 2 trip cards on a line, when it finishes, that gets you £8. All right, there you go. Back over. So that's ultimately what you're trying to achieve. You've done that well. You've got yourself 16 points.
Could I play that card on the line that I've already finished since it has a trip card on it?
Nope, that's it. It's finished now. That line's it's dead now. Okay, so this is now something that you now move forward with another line. Okay, so that's it. Over to me now. What I want to do, let me just quickly look. I don't think I can. Can I afford that? I can afford that. See, sometimes the what you want to do, you don't want to do it just yet. Trying to see how that might work. Let me just see. Oh, that's going to do that, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to take that line. I'm going to put that in there. Everything moves down. New card. can I afford? Ooh. I'm going to put 3 in the bank. And then 1 each on those to take that trip. So every terrain on the line is a different type. Give me 6 points. I'll put that just there. The new trip that's come out is score 2 farms on the line again. Alright, over to you.
Well, I kind of want that first card, the green card, to put underneath my train.
This one just here?
No, the first green card. The first one? The very first card.
What, this one here?
Yes.
That effectively is the last card. Okay?
Okay.
So basically you're going to have to put money on all the other cards.
Oh, I know. I understand.
Okay, right. So, okay. So, 1 on there. Just keep doing
I mean, should I
this.
not do that? I kind of feel like doing that, though.
If you, as you've spent all of your money, where's this card going?
Gonna go underneath the train?
Underneath the train. I'm not quite...
The tractor, sorry.
The tractor, yes, okay, yeah, the farm.
Yeah, because it's a different region, so I'm getting all different regions on it.
Yeah, no, that's true. And you've also got a signal. That's good. All right, done. And we get a new a village out. Got to be careful because I don't want to finish some of these lines just yet. I'm going to put a coin down on this, and I'm going to take this village. Put that in just there. So these all move down. We got a new card, which is a village with a hot dog.
Is it my turn?
It is, yes.
Okay. Let's take that very last card.
You mean right? This is the first card. This is the last card. So you're talking about the field up here, aren't you?
Yes.
Yep. So you gets you 2 coins. Where's that going to go?
Let's put it on the bottom of my tractor train line.
Okay. Now let's just show you.
We're gonna flip it though.
I thought you might. Okay. So let's put that in just there. All right. Excellent. Good. So yes, you effectively got 3 farms on this line. Can you get another farm of a different region? Ooh. Okay. New forest comes out.
What is that? What does that barn want? By the way, you didn't tell me.
Oh, the barn wants a fields. Yellow cards, yellow fields. I'm going to take... Just, let's score one of those again. 3 different non-signal. I've got the choice between the field or the wood. Gonna have to go for the wood. And gonna place that. Gonna place that just there. Okay. Move these along. New card is a lake. All right, over to you. I have 2
Well,
coins.
seeing as of how having multiple trains is going to be better than me having one different thing, I'll take that last card and finish off that track. But I don't think that I can afford what I'd want to do to finish it, so maybe I don't want to finish it yet. Because what is that first card, the first trip card?
The first trip card is at least 3 of the same non-signal feature. So yes, that would...
Or no, the one with the tractor on it.
Oh, I get right. Yeah, score 2.
The last card.
Yeah,
sorry.
the last card. Yeah, score 2 of your tractors on the line again. But you would need to have 6 coins for that. And
Right, so I don't want to finish that track yet, so put that card back.
Okay. Yeah, this is the dilemmas. You could see a card that you want, but you haven't got the money to get it. You've got to play.
So it turns out
Trap
that's the only
cards.
card that I can afford to go towards my plan. So we will take that card. We're just not putting it there.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So where are you going to put it? Let's put it just there so you can see. Perplexing, right?
I guess that we will put it on the bottom track to finish it. I guess it's like a farmhouse or something on the left-hand side.
You mean to put this
Left
one
to the bottom.
Yeah, just there.
Yep.
Yep. So okay, well that kind of still works for you. Now you've got 3 coins, but I'm assuming you're not purchasing any of the trip cards because you're saving. Are you saving up? Is that the idea?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going to be using my number of different terrains, though, because that starting terrain is different. So that's 2 different terrains, which should give me £3.
It will do. Yes, it will give you £3. So okay, but let's do the scoring first. So basically, you have a farm. The farm is looking for different regions. So you have a village, a farm, and a farm. So in fact, you have 2 regions. So that's 2 points. So you're up to 18. You then have a barn, and a barn is looking for fields, and you have 2 fields. So again, it's another 2 points. You're up to 20. That then, you don't have any trips, so there's no additional scoring. So you're now going to play a Terminus card. You're playing the different terrain types. There are 2 different types. That's £3. And that closes that line, and you get £3. There you go. So you're now up to 6. You get a new Terminus card. Your card is the number of pastures on the line. So 3 plus gets you £10. All right. Because you took that card, all these move along. And we take a new one. It's another village. Lots of villages out at the moment. Okay, over to me. Do I want the village? Do I want that pasture? I think I want the pasture. Right. I'll put a pound on this. I will take the pasture. And we'll put the pasture in upside down just there. And so we move these along. New card. Here's a wood. We have a wood barn. And it's over to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that trip card.
Oof, okay. So you're going to go for the scoring the 2 tractors. So it's 3 coins on each of the previous cards and 3 into the bank. Taking that card, I'm going to assume it's going to go right there on your heavily farmed railway line. And we get a new card out, which is 2 points per completed line. So it's similar to another one further down. Now
it's your turn, or no? I still need to get a track.
You still need to get a track.
Okay. I'll take the hot dog track at the end.
The hot dog track. Okay, so where do you want the hot dog to go?
Oh, do I want to finish the line or not finish the line?
In fact, yeah, you could finish your big line now. You would be scoring.
Wait, is
big
one
time.
of my finish cards number of terrain cards, or?
No, it's the number of trips assigned. So these trip cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't have enough water to make that a thing. I don't think I want to finish that line yet. So we'll put that guy. Top right.
Top right. And keeping the orientation as is, or I'll put him in there. You tell me.
I mean, that's top left, but...
Oh, yes. That's true. Okay, top right is going to finish a line.
Oh. Yeah.
Top right
Let's
is...
flip it then. Let's flip it.
It doesn't matter.
So I'll at least get...
It'll still... Oh, yes, but you
No,
get the points.
but I want to get that point.
Yes. Okay, so that finishes that line then. So scoring, you get 4 points.
But I don't want to do that. But I kind of have to.
You sure? You sure?
No. We're gonna flip it. But move it down 1.
Flip it, but move it down 1. It's going to go just into there.
Yeah.
Considering you only have 12 cards to pick, oh my gosh, the dilemmas this game causes.
No.
All right. Are you happy?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? We can move on. We'll say that we can move on.
Move on. All right.
I won't say I'm happy, but we can move on.
Yes. Okay, that sounds good enough to me. We got a lake with a hot dog. Oh, I don't want any of those. Oh. This is the problem, see, I'm at a position now where no matter what I do, something's going to end. Roger's just asking, to win, is it the number of points or money or a combination? It's points, Roger. However, if you end up with an abundance of money at the end of the game, for every £3, it is 1 point. Okay, but ultimately it is points that win. Oh. I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Going to put a pound there. Gonna take that village. Gonna put that village just in there. So that now scores. Considering Sarah's up to 20 points, I've got 0. I think I feel like I do need to score something, don't I? So, and there's nothing I can do. So that gets
but
me
if you're working towards longer scores, you know.
Yes, no, that's true. So that's 5 points for me on that line. I don't have any trips to do, and I'm just going to look here. I'm going to play a Terminus card. The number of lakes on the line, I have 1 lake on it. That gets me £4.
What does the farthest trip card on the right say?
3, 1 second.
I'll wait till you do your points, sorry.
Thank you. There's 4. Let me just grab a new Terminus card. Okay, that. Let me just sort this out so that we have caught up with everything. Okay, so your question, which is... Sorry, what was your question again?
The farthest to the right trip card, what does that say?
Okay, so this one here, it is at least 3 of the same non-signal feature on the line. It's worth 6 points. So your signals are the orange icons. You need to have 3.
Okay.
So again, just because I'm just looking here, your farm line would be
and
ideal.
Can I buy that card after finishing that line if it's on the same turn?
In effect, you can. You've always got to purchase a track card. So if
I bought my track card, it would give me 3 coins. I could go up and I could buy that card then to put on that same track.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Yes. Okay, so I'm assuming, are you taking this village card, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's worked out nicely for you, hasn't it? So take the village card. That's going to go in just there. I'm going
to take my free money to get the trip card and put it on that same row.
Take the free, take that. You now have 2 coins back. That goes onto just there.
Puppy's not a distraction anymore, everybody.
Okay.
I mean, Puppy's still here. Puppy's still warm and soft and cute, but it's not distracting me.
it's game on now, isn't it? This is where I'm getting schooled.
Now I'm giving Puppy Bowers.
Okay, so for those who were voting on Instagram, it's all coming true. Okay, so we've got the marketplace all set up again. We now have to score your line. So what we will do is we'll start at the top. At the top is a tractor. So we're scoring the tractors. How many unique regions have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 points. We then have a signal. How many signals on the line? There is 1. That's not worth anything. We then have another tractor. We already know it's 5 points. We're going to jump ahead. We've got another tractor. It's another 5 points. That's 10. You're up to 35. We then have a barn. Barn is looking for villages. You have 1 village, so you have 1 point. You're up to 36. So that is scoring the actual line. You then have your trip card. Score 2 of your farms on the line again. So again, it's another 10 points. You're up to 46.
So the the tractors at the top don't count as a different region, correct?
No, it's okay. It's purely just a scoring trigger. It's not a region.
That's fine. That's fine. Just want to make sure. That's fine. I understand. That one and the sign are the same. They're just scoring regions. They're not. Okay, got it.
The scoring icon's not a region. The regions are the 5
not trying to
listed.
bend the rules, everyone. I was just making sure.
That's okay. So
I get 10 points again for doing 2 trains again.
You do. So you're up to 56 then, yeah? Because didn't I say it was 46 before?
Uh-oh.
See, oh.
Somebody rewind the clip and find out where we were in the scoring.
I think you were at 46, and then you get an extra 10, so you're up to 56.
Oh.
Hang on, Mystical, what score were we at? Were we at 46? And hence we need to jump up to 56? Leave a comment in the chat. Yeah, we're at 46, okay. Future people who watch this will go, no, this is where we were actually at 36. But we're going to go with it. We're going to say you're now up to 56. We've scored that. The next one is at least 3 of the same non-signal feature on the line, which is tractors. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3 tractors, so you get an additional 6 points. So you are up to, that is 62.
Then for my end of the card line scoring, I'll do trip cards.
Indeed, yes. So you're going to do the Terminus, which will get you £8. So these now disappear. And you score, well, don't score, you gain £8. You've got plenty of money to do things with, which of course, quite important as you've now realised. But you're up to 62 points. You get a new Terminus card, which is the number of signals, the orange signals icons. If you have 3 or more, you get £8. To get 0 is 3. 1 is 4.
What does this new card say?
So this is number of signals on the card.
Okay.
More signals, the better. All right, excellent, well done. It's 62-5. All right, everything is set. It's my go. I have, how many coins have I got? I got 5 coins. That's going to end that one. I don't want to end it. Do I want to end it? What's this one? This one.
Mm-mm. Not you, sorry, saying mm-mm to the dogs.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? Okay. I'm going to spend 3 coins, take this trip card, and I'm going to place it just at the top there. So we just have to move these along. And then I must take a card. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. So I'm going to take because I'm actually going to complete 2 lines in one go here. Just need to move these across just so we keep up with things. Okay, let me do my mini line first. So there's no points actually on the line, but 2 points per completed line, excluding this one. Well, I get 2 points because I've completed 1 line. So that's 7. Every terrain on the line is a different type. We've got a village and we've got a wood. So that's correct, 6 points. That takes the 13. And finishing off with my Terminus card, I had 2 trips assigned to the line. That gets me £8. We'll remove those. And that finishes that. And we get £8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm now completing also this line as well. And basically there is 1 signal worth nothing, but I have a barn which is 2 woodlands, so that gets me 2 points. I'm up to 15. I should have taken a Terminus card.
Well, now that we know how to play, if this one ends soon, we might be able to kick in another little quick playthrough.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So this is number of trees. I was very fortunate here.
Kind of fun.
Number of trees. I've got 2 trees on this line, so that's £7. That's
a lot of pounds for only 2 trees.
Yes. Trees are good. All right, and I need to take a new Terminus card.
Oh, you got a bunch of the ending symbols, though, which I don't have, so you're going to get a heck ton of points for all of that.
We will see. We will see if it pays off. Because literally...
You're playing that long game.
Well, here we go. We have done 2/3 of the game already. We are now in the final act. So, over to you. But you have money now. You can now start being a bit more choosy as far as the cards you want to take, maybe getting some of these trip cards. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 British pounds.
Go through what the trip cards are.
Okay.
Again.
So trip cards, score a hot dog on the line again. And in fact, the last one is exactly the same. So you've got 2 of those. 2 points per completed line, excluding the 1. So at this moment in time, that would give you 6 points on your current status. Every terrain on the line is a different type, is 6 points.
Oh, I would have needed that last time.
Yes, that would have been perfect, yeah. But you didn't have the money to get it.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Ready? Yeah? You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
The thing is that something's going to score now. Oh, actually, there's one option you could do where
I'm going to take
something
the
won't
last
score.
card.
The first card.
Yes, the first card, and we're going to put it on the bottom left opening.
Bottom left opening, this one just here.
Just like that. We don't need to turn it or anything.
No, that does work. That does. Now, so
And
let's
then I'm
move
going
these.
to get the trip card
Yeah, go on, which one?
for different terrains.
Trip card for different terrains. So you need to put a coin on each of those. And then it's 5 in the bank, 2 change. Trip card, that's going to go
Put
in.
it on the track that I just made.
You've just
that
made.
I just completed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. No, this is looking good. All right, so you're going to score because there's nothing else you can do now. So, looking at the line, there is no scoring icons. Okay. So you go to the trip card that you've just done, and quite rightly, 6 points because of every terrain is different. That takes you up to 68. All right, awesome. Now, you can play one of your cards, and just looking at this, number of lakes on the line is probably the best option.
No, thank you.
No, you don't want to do that?
No, thank you. So I have now pastures and
Signals.
what left?
Signals. Both of these are
Do
just
I
going
have a pasture?
Nope. And nor do you have any signals on this particular line.
Well, then I will do number of pastures.
Number of pastures. Okay, so there is none. So that gets you £3. 1, 2, 3. You now get a new Terminus card, which is number of pastures on the line. Okay. All right, excellent. That is your turn done. You've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Yes, 8 coins, just so you're aware.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
That I say.
Yeah, both of those are going to be the same. Oh, I could go for that, couldn't I?
Oh no, does that command not gonna work?
No, not tonight.
Okay. Choochoo! Just gonna stop it there.
Okay, so well, here we go. We've got some money, and yeah, okay. Here we go. Gonna put coin on this, coin on this, coin on this, coin on this, coin on this. I'm gonna take that card and put that in just there. Let's just move that, get ourselves a new one. Gonna spend 5 coins and take this card. Score a hot dog again, but I get those 3 coins. I'm gonna put that in just there. All right. So I score my line. I get 3 points for the hot dog. In fact, because of the trip card, I score it again. I get 6 points. So that takes me up to 21. We'll put that over there. And I'm going to use a card which is number of hot dogs on the line. So there was 1, so that gets me £5. Gosh, could you imagine a train line that had hot dogs on the line? Okay. New card out. That does me.
What does the new card say?
The new card is at least 1 field and fewer fields than any other type on the line. So there's got to be at least 1 field, but there's got to be less fields than other types.
Okay. What if there's 1 of something else?
There's there's got to be essentially 2 of something else, hasn't there?
Oh, just 1 type or everything?
Oh, just 1 type. You basically fields needs to be the least amount. It's got to be 1. It's got to be 1 field, and it's got to be the least amount on that line. So in other words, you need to have another region that has 2, at least.
And then the one next to that card says what?
At least 3 of the same non-signal feature on the line. So
okay, and then score a hot dog again.
The tractor. Score the hot dog, and then the first one is 2 points per completed line. So again, you play that now, you would get 8 points because you've completed 4 lines so far.
Okay. And it's my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. So we're going to take the 3rd card from the right.
So 1, 2, 3. So you're putting coins on the first 2? They're taking the lake, aren't you? Taking that. I know where this lake's going to go. Is it... Well, it doesn't... Are you going to do it with the... I think you are, aren't you? You're going to do it with the hot dog in play.
Yeah, keep that hot dog in play.
Yeah. Everybody likes the hot dog in play. Now, do you want to spend some coins and go and get the hot dog trip card?
Yes, but also, would I... First, hold on. Would I qualify for that, the last card on the left? Would that work for this track?
The last card on the left.
No, I don't. Never mind.
No.
I don't have that. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's okay, everybody.
You can only take one track and one trip per turn. So
Okay.
you've got to make a choice. So are you taking the hot dog?
Oh, then yeah, I would take the hot dog, I guess.
Yeah. So 1 to there and 3 in the bank. And we put the hot dog card just like so. All right. So this is an almighty scoring. Okay. You get 4 points for the hot dog. Oh my goodness. You're going to so do this. That's 72. You have a signal. You in fact have 2 signals. And 2 signals gets you 8 points. You're up to 80. You have a farm. Farm is looking for different regions. So you've got 1, 2, 3. It's 3 points. You have a hot dog, which is 4 points. So you're up to 87. We've already counted the signal, so that's fine. And your trip says you can score a hot dog again. So that's another 4 points. So that gets you to 91.
I'm buffering.
You're up to 91. Goodness me. Again, I can assume what you're going to do. You are going to play your lake card. Number of lakes on the line. Would I be right?
Yes, because I think I have one for signals, though, right? But I don't think that I'd make as much.
You do have the signal one. You get to 2. You'd get £6 for that, or 10
No, that's not.
£10
we're going
for the
with 10.
lakes.
We're going with the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you would. So, £10. Look at that. So you've got as much money as you like now. All the freedom to be able to do whatever you want in your last turn, effectively. Your card is the number of one type of terrain. So that's going to be a hard one for you to do, because you've only got 1 turn left. So let's not worry about it too much. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, you're at 91. I'm at 21. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I am missing a Terminus card. So I should take that one up. Okay, done.
What does that thing says? It says something about a barn?
Something about a barn? Oh, score 2 of your barns again.
And what is the little symbol on the barn that's open on mine?
Pastures.
Okay.
On that particular one. Okay, gonna have to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna take that pasture card. Going to put that in upside down like so. New card out. Oh, that's actually... No, I don't want to do that. Are you going to allow me to take my turn back? Oh, actually, no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can't do what I wanted to do. No, stick with it. So I will buy, put the 5 in, get 2 back. Gonna take this one. Put that in there. Okay, so finishing the line. I have a farm, so the farm is looking for different regions. I got 1, 2, 3. That's it. But I got 2 farms, so that's 6 points. Takes me up to 27. I have 2 signals, which is 8 points. So that's going to be 35. I have a barn, which is pastures. So it is 1, 2, 3. So up to 38. And then 2 points per line completed, excluding this one. So it is 8 points. So that's going to be a 6.
Took the one I wanted.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot in this game. I'm up to 46. So we'll put that there. These move along. New one out, which is scoring 2 farmyards again. And I'm going to play number of farms on the line. I have 2 farms, so that's 7 pounds. 5, 6, 7. And I take a new Terminus card. All right. So this is now the final card for you to play. So you just want to maximize this as much as you possibly can.
So I'm going to take the hot dog pasture.
Hot dog pasture. So you're going to put some coins on this first ones. And you're going to take hot dog pasture. Okay. That's going to go... Well, excuse me a second. Oh gosh. I don't think it makes any difference. No, it doesn't. So we'll put it in just there. We'll move these along. Is there a trip card you want to get?
You can read them easier, so I'm going to trust that you're going to help me look the best that I can, but I'm assuming that the barn one is probably my best option.
Barn. So you're going to have 1. You're going to have 2. It's 2 pastures for the barn. No. In fact, your best option is the one that we were confused about. At least 1 field, and fewer than any other.
Okay, so that would work for that one.
Yes,
even though I only have 1 lake.
Yes, because you have the field up at the top, but you have 2, at least 1 field, and fewer fields than any other type. Oh, okay. No, it wouldn't work because yes, you've got the lake. Yes, you're right. You'd need to have two lakes.
All right.
So that being the case,
the barn one's probably my best option.
It's the barn, isn't it? Yes. So score the barn again. Yeah. So it's going to cost you 1 on those, and then 3. So there's 5.
And I only get to buy 1, right? I don't get to do another one because...
That's true. Yes.
I finished 2 lines. Yeah.
No.
So yeah, we'll go with that one because I thought about the tractor one to do that 1 tractor over again, but it's still going to be pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So...
All right, let's
here's the thing. Since it's my last turn...
Yes.
And let's say that I choose to score my right side track that I finished that just has like the 3 little cards with it. If I used my pasture one on that one, I would draw up a new one, correct? Before we would score my other track?
It's up to you which track you want to score, just in case you might have a better thing. But ultimately, all that you're going to draw up is a Terminus card that's going to give you money. Right?
So that way...
Money's worth points, potentially. right? But it's not
Right.
going to do a massive difference. But it's totally up to you. So which one do you want to do? Do you want to do the barn track first, or do you want to do the mini pasture farm?
Let's do the mini pasture farm first.
All right. So basically, we're starting here, and we're looking. You have a farm. It's looking for regions. You've got two regions. So that's 2 points. So you're up to 93. There is no trip card, so that's it. Which of your Terminus cards are you going to use?
I have pasture and signal and...
So you have 2 pastures. You do have that card which says, oh, here we go, number of pastures on the line. That's 7, so you could use the card 7 points. You do have the other card, the number of 1 terrain type on the line. So again, this, you have 2 pastures. That would give you £5. So in effect, it doesn't matter. Either of those cards works, but one is specific to pastures. But I think you could still use the pasture either way, couldn't you? So it's up to you which card to use.
The pasture one, I guess, on the little 3-card one.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to leave that one.
Right.
So you're going to use the other one. So at this moment in time, you're going to get £5 for your 2 pastures that are out on that card.
Right. And so now I would get a new card,
correct? You do.
correct?
So let's give you the £5. You get your new card, and it's looking for signals. So it's like your previous card. So unfortunately, that's not going to help get any more money.
So now my only 2 other options are what?
No, there is no options now. We now score the last line. Right.
Right, but what are my card options for scoring there with the money?
It's the pasture. So that being the case, you've got 2 pastures on that line. You're going to get £7.
Yeah.
£7.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it. But we come to that in a second. So looking at this, we're going to go along. We have a barn, and it is looking for pastures. So we have 2 pastures. So that's giving you 2 points. So you're up to 95. We've got a hot dog for 2 points. So you're up to 97. And because of this card, score 2 barns on the line. Well, you only have 1 barn, so we get to score it once. And so it's another 2 points. You're up to 99 points. All right. That goes. And your Terminus card is for the pastures. You've got 2 pastures. It's £7. There's a 5. 6, 7. Okay. There's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 6. There's 2. There you go. So in fact, you score yourself an additional 6 points because of your money. All right. So you're up to 105.
Okay.
That is a very good score. Right. You're at 105. I'm at 46.
I might be at 95. We are still questioning 10 points.
well, let's be positive. Let's say you've got the 105, but we will see. What can I do? I'm going to score 2 lines in one go here, aren't I? So I think it's going to have to be that village, isn't it? And what can we do? Can't do that. I could take that. Yeah, it's going to have to be the village, isn't it? All right, let's just do it. Taking the coins, take the village, put the village in play just there. We're going to buy myself that trip card. Oh, we get to score 2 tractors. I'm just doing this because, yeah, we won't worry about that. I need to put 3 more coins in the bank. Done. All right. Here we go. So let's do this one first. Don't need to worry about that. Pastures. I have 1. I have 2. 2 pastures. So that's 48. And I am going to... Doesn't really matter, does it? I'm just going to put this one down, which gets me... I've basically got a number of people on the line. Oh, in fact, I do have people on the line, which is very bad for their health. So I'm going to say that that's £4. So we'll put a 1 back, take a 5. Then we score this one here. So we got £5. Oh, it needs a new Terminus card. Okay, £5. Sorry, 5 points. So I'm at 48. That's now 53. And then we have a barn with people. There is just 1, so that's 1 point. We're at 54. And we have, I forgot right at the start, we do have the farm icon. So we're looking for different regions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 points. We're at 58. Then, because of this card, we get to score it again. So it's another 4 points. So we're at 62. Okay, so that card goes. And let's just double check on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say number of different terrain types. So I have 4, so that's worth £7. So 5, 6, 7. All right, let's sort my money out. See how many points I get. Do it in the same way I did for you. Easy math. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 9 points. So I'm at 62. So that's going to take me to 71. Okay. Oh, this is getting to be very close now. All right, so the final scoring is then the amount of sidings that you actually have. You have 1 line with a siding. So that gets you 1 point. So your finishing score is 106. Let me just count what I've got. I've got 1 there, that's a 2, that's a 3, and that's 4. So it's 16 points. So that's 8, and that goes up to a 7. Wasn't as many as I hoped. There we go, 87 points. So there you go. That's...
So even if I'm down my 10 points, I still say you should take 10 points off because I feel that was too high and that wasn't right. So that would be 95.
It would be, well, it would be 96 for you.
Okay, then. I'd feel better at 96.
You think 96? Okay, well, either way. I mean, there you go. That's still pretty close. That's still pretty close. So, so there you go. that is Village Rails. Now that you've played through, now that you've got a grasp of the game, what do you think?
So we can't play again real fast?
Unfortunately not. It just takes a little bit longer
But
than
I
20,
like
20
it.
minutes. I know. Well, that's the thing. I like it as well, so we will definitely be playing it again.
But I like it, and you don't have to explain it, and we can just play.
If we could have squeezed it all into 20 minutes, fine, but I know we can't, so yeah. It's a good game, isn't it? There's a lot of really good sort of decisions to be made, and because it only plays over 12 rounds, once you actually have got to grips with it, you can play reasonably quickly because you know what you're doing. Then you can start really enjoying the strategy of, okay, this is what I want to try and go for based on the scoring cards. How can I maximize the amount of score I will get? There's, of course, then the trap of falling into, I'm focused on trying to achieve this, and you kind of forget everything else that's going on around you, and you don't necessarily score as many points. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get the maximum number of sidings. I'd got 7. I was halfway with 4. They just weren't coming out with the cards. And of course, that's the random element then within the game as well, isn't it? So, as much as I hoped to have all those sidings, it just wasn't going to be. But there we go. That is Village Rails.
Well, I liked it.
Good. Well, I'm glad you did. So next week, we will be playing a game that is very suitable for this channel. I'll just tease you a little bit. It's all about mixing paints. So we will get to do some paint mixing live on stream in card game form. It's a lovely little game, so I look forward to us playing that. See how fast we can take pigments to mix into paints to then put together a swatch for a certain themed event. So that's next week's game. So have a wonderful weekend, Sarah, and we'll see you next time, yeah?
All right. Well, thanks for having me. It was fun. I like trains. They're cool.
Excellent. All right. You take care. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye now. Okay, so our thanks to Sarah for playing tonight's game of Village Rails. Of course, congratulations for a great score of 106. She did win. So those who voted on Instagram, you were right. Next week, we will be playing a game all about mixing colours, as I said. So I hope you will join us for that. It will be on Thursday night from 7 o'clock. Have a wonderful weekend, but until then, bye for now.